Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the final special episode of This One's For You, the show where normally I choose a song and come up with some convoluted logic as to how I can dedicate it to someone significantly more famous than I am. However, this is the final part of an 8-part series where I went and I parodied TV theme songs and made them about Critical Role. Uh, and I did that 8 times because I make poor choices in life. And I'll be talking about that with my therapist in a little bit. That's why I'm recording this now, so she can't talk me out of recording these. So anyway, I have done 7. I've recorded 7 so far. This is the 8th. This is the final one. I've dedicated one to every member of the cast except for one person. And that person is technically the reason Critical Role exists. That person is the amazing Liam O'Brien. If you guys don't know the whole story behind where Critical Role came from, its origins were Liam and Sam used to have a podcast. They claim they still have a podcast, but no new episodes have surfaced in forever. But they had/have a podcast called All Work No Play. And on it, they talked about playing D&D for one of the episodes. And Liam had a birthday coming up, and so he decided for his birthday he wanted to play D&D. I think, if I'm remembering the story correctly. And that was the first session of what eventually turned into Critical Role. So it all started because of a birthday party. And that's really, really cool. And it's affected so many lives. And so I decided that the final parody should be, first of all, dedicated to Liam because he started this, and should be, in my personal opinion, the most impressive. The song itself is called That One Game Theory, and it is a parody of the Big Bang Theory theme song. This is the only TV show theme song that I've parodied that is actually still airing. Every other one has been at least 10 years old. I think Friends was the closest I got to something in this century. Yes, this is a show that's actually on. Some of you may watch it, so you may recognize the melody and everything in it. I do want to preface this with there are a lot of words in this relatively short song, and I'm really proud of a lot of the rhyme schemes that I was able to put in there. But there's a lot of words, and I'm very much under the weather. So if this comes off not as super perfect as perhaps, oh, I don't know, the people that actually sing this song do it, you'll have to forgive me. This is not my kind of song that I normally sing. I'm much more of a jazz standard kind of guy. But I think it's really cool. And again, it goes into a little bit of everything. I get to make some pokes at just about everything in this. So, Mr. O'Brien, if you are watching this, thank you for starting something that would literally change the world. Through fundraising efforts, through getting people infected with the D&D bug all over the world, to starting more games than we can count. It all started because of a birthday party years ago. So congratulations, you succeeded in changing the world. I really don't know what you're going to do now. Like, I mean, it's real hard to top changing the world, but I'm sure you'll think of something. Anyway, I'm going to start attempting to sing this song. But the first thing I need to do is I do need to get a drink. Because this song is a doozy. All right. So this one actually starts really simply. It starts with, The whole universe was in an unmade state. Then over 5 long years ago, a birthday happened. Wait. The cast began to roll. The evil monsters had to fall. Turns out that they had had a ball. He wanted more, and not alone with that. Strength, wisdom, dexterity, surprised by their sincerity. It all started with that one game. Well, the in-game time is really not that long, despite the fact a single round of combat could last more than this whole song. A fraction of a second, and complaints already made. The initiative was rolled. Their chosen actions. Matt was cold. He torched a mom. Man, that was cold. And they all died. Keyleth by Goldfish Splat. Tal'Dorei the Osmot Sea. Special guest aplenty. It all started with that one game. It all started with that one game. You may notice that that is slightly longer than than just the intro to The Big Bang Theory, but I wanted to have that bridge-ish second verse portion in there because I got to rhyme more words that didn't fit together and things like that. So yes, that is it. That is the final TV theme that I wrote 8 in one night. And then I recorded them all in one night because I am nuts. I have the paperwork to prove it. So, Mr. O'Brien, if you're watching this, thank you ever so much for everything you have done. If anyone else from the Critical Role cast is watching this still, thank you guys. You guys have changed so many lives and have made some of the worst parts of my life ever bearable and livable. So yeah, for everyone that isn't a member of Critical Role, I hope you guys enjoyed these as much as I enjoyed making them. This was a ton of fun for me. I got to be creative, and since they were so short, there were things that I could actually handle recording right now with all my health issues and everything like that. I was actually able to record them in little stints and then, rest for a little bit. And yeah. So if this is something that interests you guys, you'd like me to see me make more parodies and stuff like that, leave comments, stuff like that. This is the last one. So if this is the first one that you've seen, there are 7 other parodies of songs, most of which are like 30 years old. But they're all wonderful and amazing, in my personal opinion, so you should watch them all. Otherwise, that's all for me. I will see you guys sometime later without TV parodies. Yeah. Bye-bye.